This is one of those diecasts where the more and more you look at it, the better and better it looks. A underrated exclusive from Wave 9. Here is Bubba Wallace Jr.'s 2020 Doordash Chevrolet Camaro. Howdy, howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to a brand new Wave 9 Diecast review. Today's car is going to be Bubba Wallace Jr.'s 2020 Doordash Chevrolet Camaro. Now, this was a DNP. I was really shocked to see this car get canceled. And this one's got a little bit of a oopsie right here on the card back. This was not ran at the Southern 500. Now, this is the Darlington throwback weekend logo. If it was just a Darlington logo, then it wouldn't be no big deal, right? Because maybe he ran this back in the springtime when they ran the 400 miler, or even the Wednesday night race. Anyways, it's got the Darlington Raceway logo there. Not supposed to be there, but there's a crap load. I'm talking an absolute crap load of Darlington throwbacks in this wave. I mean, you got Daniel Hemrick, Elliott, Annette, all these beautiful freaking diecasts here. Now, Ryan Blaney, we already did a review on that one, so if you want to check that out, link down below. And every single one of these diecasts here are going to be reviewed on the channel. I must say, though, I really like the background to it. A very kind of subtle gray and white checkered pattern, but very sharp red and white, trim line here. Very, very nice. I cannot wait to review that freaking Blaney diecast. Holy moly. So this is a really cool Bubba Wallace paint scheme, and in my opinion, it is almost as good as the Warhawk car. I'll be talking about that a little bit later in the video. And yes, that is a magnet. That is not a cheap little, sticker or whatnot. That is a actual magnet. So this is going to be an exciting review. And before we get this diecast out of the box, make sure to give the video a big thumbs up. And let's get this diecast review underway. Alrighty, folks. Brand new out of that box. And whoa, man. Talk about a cool looking paint scheme here. I mean, look at the beautiful kind of a European stripe across the nose here. That is very sharp. I like that kind of a angled cut right there across the whole top of the car. And then you have kind of like this two-tone, very sharp red and white kind of side skirt pattern going on here. Wow. So it's kind of like the traditional stock car paint scheme, just a little trim line that goes around the whole paint scheme, maybe two stripes, a Camaro stripe across the dome, and definitely a modernized version of that. I gotta say, I'm still shocked that this diecast was canceled considering how many people actually use like Doordash or Grubhub or whatever it is in 2020. I do like how the numbers are, it seems like they're a little bit bigger than the other Bubba Wallace Jr. cars. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but definitely a really cool paint scheme. So let's go ahead and hop to it. Of course, make sure to tell me what y'all think about this diecast down below. And over here to the nose of this diecast, you got Doordash right there. Never used Doordash. I have no clue really how it works. But, due to the chaos of 2020, a lot of people went to services like Doordash. I'm assuming it's like it's kind of like a Uber, but for food, basically. You got the Doordash there. Over here to the front of the car, I must say they actually did a great job wrapping the Camaro headlight decals here. Wow, that's actually a very good job here. They actually got the headlight here and the headlight there in the right spot. I got the 43 there. The background shading on it's a little bit off, unfortunately. Got a massive decal crinkle here. Holy moly. I mean, it goes all the way down here. It almost looks like roots you would see underneath a tree stump. My goodness. Wow. Let's get the 3M decal or the Sudoku decal, whatever's left of it. Got the 43. Camaro ZL1. You got, what the heck is this? An orange Richard Petty Motorsports logo there. Interesting enough. Got the 3M there. And, of course, you got Sudoku. Then over here to the left side of this diecast, and oh my god, look at that B-post decal there. Holy moly. So that thing is definitely not centered there. They got the Coca-Cola logo. STP. And I thought STP left Richard Petty Motorsports. I keep wanting to say Richard Petty Enterprises, but I'm an old school cat when it comes to the Richard Petty camp. But yeah, that's interesting. And I think they're back in 2021. I tell you what though, Eric Jones's 2021 Armor All paint scheme gives me so much Marcus Ambrose vibes. Holy cow, they better make a diecast of it, because if not, I'm gonna be just a wee bit little disappointed there. So you got Mac Tools right there, Mac Truck, ironically enough. You got Bubba Wallace right there. You got Worldwide Technology. You got Impact right there, Doordash, every flavor welcome. Got Cash App right there. I wonder if we're going to get a Cash App car, because he ran a Darlington throwback with the Richard Petty green paint scheme he ran back in the 80s. It was an interesting looking car. Anyways, Cash App, we haven't got a diecast of that yet, so I wonder if that is going to be in the pipeline. Got the Safety Clean logo right there. U.S. Air Force, got the 43. I like how the 43 is just, I don't know, it just looks normal. I wish they would do a John Andretti Cheerios throwback one of these days. You got NASCAR Cup Series, got McDonald's, Alsco uniforms, you got NASCAR Race Car, and Goodyear. Once again, the Goodyear decal's a little bit skewed up. I don't know what it is about this paint scheme, but it just really feels like a complete race car. I don't know why, but it gives you kind of like that muscle car vibes to it, you know? The modern European stripe, you know, the little side skirt paint down here, and it's not a full wrap either. It kind of tapers off to where the nose is, and it kind of tapers off right here on the edge, so it kind of gives you like a sporty type of vibe to it. Very, very sharp. So over here to the caboose of this diecast, and this is what I was talking about. I mean, my goodness, I love that stripe. Very reminiscent of the 2012 Ryan Newman U.S. Army paint scheme. I think I did a review on that back in the yesteryear almost. You got the black spoiler right there. A little bit of a decal overlap, unfortunately. You got the tail light right there. It's kind of weird seeing just a random stripe on top of the tail light, but cool at the same time. You got the bow tie. Number 43, Doordash, ZL1 Camaro 1LE. There is a little bit of a odd background or shading to the 1LE decal, unfortunately. But nonetheless, a very, very cool paint scheme. Over here to the right side of this diecast, let's zoom out a little bit here, and I mean the red color to this car, like I'm kind of finding a hard time picking the paint color for this car. But if I had to say, it's a borderline fluorescent red-orange, right? It's not red, you know, it might look red on camera or whatnot, but it's definitely a red-orange, you know. You remember the crayon, it was called red-orange? That's what it reminds me of, but it's got like just like almost like a drop of fluorescent into it. So it might reflect pretty well in the sunlight, who knows? We got the Goodyear decal here that's literally on the hood, pretty much. That's always cool. Fine and dandy. Got a little bit of a, what is that, a scratch, a paint chip, only God knows. Definitely a really weird decal overlap here, unfortunately. And this decal is a little bit crooked too. The Bubba Wallace decal, holy cow, that thing is screwed up. Wow, that ain't fun. And this is the one thing that I complain the most about these Richard Petty cars. Look, imagine this 43, how clean and beautiful it is. Put that on the roof. Instead, they put this burnt orange, okay? This is my thing. If you put the burnt orange on the diecast, and these are supposed to represent the reflective orange that looks different on camera, for the love of God, for the diecast, could you at least make the number actually fluorescent? Instead of making this burnt, I mean, it looks like a crust orange on the diecast, and you have like an indigo purple / blue underneath it. I mean, if you just completely disregard that, this paint scheme's absolutely beautiful. But the roof number, my dude, it looks so tacky, my dude. My goodness. And of course, you got Check It for Andretti right there. Very cool. It is high time we do a John Andretti throwback. That's what they really need to do for the Richard Petty camp. I say do a, what is it, a 1999 Martinsville win or 1998 Martinsville throwback. I think that's what they should do. And maybe the 2002 Cheerios Dodge throwback. I think that'd be cool. Of course, you got Columbia right there on the deck lid. But I gotta say, folks, what a cool diecast. Like, honestly, this is kind of one of those cars that you kind of glance over at first. You're like, you know, oh, this is just another alternate paint scheme. But I must say, it's a very clever design they did with it. And this is, of course, the magnet that comes with it. It's very reminiscent of the hood logo with that kind of European stripe right there with a sharp angle. Kind of looks like a blade if you really think about it. Really nice. Got the 43 right there, Bubba Wallace. The color's pretty close, honestly, from the paint to the you know, the magnet. The texture's actually very close, considering two different surfaces. And of course, you know, the bottom of it, just well, a good old magnet, because why not? Anyways, folks, thank y'all so much for watching the video. What do y'all think about this diecast? Because to me, this is a sleeper diecast. I think a lot of people kind of overlooked it. Yes, there's a liquid color version of it. My God, that thing's absolutely beautiful. This is a really cool car, though. Honestly, this is a sleeper paint scheme. This isn't like the STP car where it's just, okay, it's eh. Or the what is it, Click and Close Mortgages car where it was just kind of eh. this is a really cool alternate paint scheme. And I tell you what, I could see a lot of people using this paint scheme as a primary for Eric Jones in their diecast series for the 2021 season, which literally just started. So it's crazy to think that days after the Super Bowl, we're going to have stock car racing. It's freaking unbelievable, guys. Anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, make sure to stay tuned every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be doing more NASCAR Diecast content every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can tune in for, well, another NASCAR Diecast review or a haul or something like that. Got the Daniel Hemrick car right there. The two exclusives I didn't have for Wave 9, so we're going to get that reviewed hopefully tomorrow. You know, if everything stays on track, we'll get that review out for you tomorrow. If not, we'll get it ASAP. Anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching. Have a great one. Diecast Buffet. Stay humble. Signing off.